What's going on, y'all? And welcome to another edition of From Quitters to Winners. Now, you know that we're in the subsection last now. So if you ain't started the first subsection of From Quitters to Winners in the area of should I keep going or should I quit? Should you keep pursuing or is it time to pivot? Is it time to let it go? Right? That's the section that we're in right now. In particular, in today's episode, we're talking about these words. Do you still care? Do you still care? Like, let me break it down for a second. So I've had many of clients come into my office and talk to me about, I'm thinking about letting this go. Whether it was a relationship, whether it was this activity, or whether their parents were trying to get them to let something go, or their uncle or their coach or their friends or whatever the case may be. But here's the thing, they still care about it. And see, the thing about it is, I always urge my clients to say this, and let's just pretend that you're in my office right now. I always ask them this. If you make this decision, when you look yourself in the mirror, will you like and be able to live with that decision? Because here's the thing, when making big decisions in life, yes, I'm not ever going to tell you don't care what other people think. Because to some degree, we all care what other people think, to some degree. However, the most important person who you should care what they think is yourself, aka the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. You have to care about the decisions that you make and be able to live with them, right? Because if we aren't living with those decisions, if we aren't at peace with those decisions, then we really gonna be messed up internally, right? So I want to implore you to this. When making decisions about activities, let's say, for example, you're doing 3 different sports, 2 activities, 2 clubs. You got a whole thing. You're literally busy. I have clients that this is their testimony. You're literally busy Monday through Saturday, and maybe even for some of them, Sunday through Saturday, because they have a specific activity, a class, a sport, a church group, or whatever the case may be every single week, right? Now, here's the thing. Sometimes we need to let them go, but sometimes we still care about it, right? We need to look at it and be able to say, you know what? This year, I'm gonna give it my all because I still care about this. Because I'm still willing to give it 1 more month, 2 more months, 6 more months, 1 more season. Because I really care about this. I care about the people. I care about, my last senior year, whatever the case may be. That is what I'm staying for. But you got to be able to make that decision for yourself, not for what other people are trying to convince you. Because what's going to happen is your parents are going to be talking to you. Your friends are going to be talking to you. And yes, we're going to listen to them. We're going to acknowledge their opinions. However, the heaviest, most valuable decision and opinion is weighted upon you. You and only you. Well, not only you, but the biggest is you, right? And so here's the thing. I don't want you to say, I want to give it up, but I really care about this. It's kind of like, now some of y'all might be too young to experience this, and hope maybe you will experience this one day. Some of y'all are saying, you know what? I'm mad. I'm upset at this person that I'm in relationship with, and I'm just so mad. I just want to run away. But what happens is you still care. You still care about this relationship. You're thinking about all the good things that you guys have done together, the good things that you guys have planned for each other. And you say, you know what? I'm not ready to end this relationship. I'm not ready to let it go because we have so much good things that outweigh this one small moment. Now, I'm not talking about, major big things, but we'll talk about that in another video. But I'm not willing to let this I still care. I'm not willing to let this go because I still care about this person. I still love about this person. And I want you guys that are having this conversation about the activities in your life, I want you to still pursue. Now, here's the thing. Some of y'all, when it comes to them grades, you say that, I don't care about school. I don't care about math. I don't care about science. I don't care about none of that. But here's the thing, big dog. If you don't care, then you won't care about the results that not caring will get you. Because if you don't care, then you won't care about an F. You won't care about a D. You won't care about a 1.7 GPA. You won't care about a 1.9, 0.7 GPA. You won't care about that everybody else in your class is going to college and you're not. If you say you really don't care, don't care. Don't care all the way. But here's the thing, you do care. I know you do, because you care about what happens to you. And if you do care about what happens to you, then you gotta care about the day-to-day things. Y'all know it always comes back to this day-to-day, the mountain or the hill, but you gotta care about the science. My thing was science. I always struggled with science. But I had to care because I knew that I was trying to be a therapist. And so I knew I had to go to college, but I knew I had to graduate high school first. So yes, I didn't care for sciences, but I cared for my grade at the end of the day. And so because of that, I made sure that I was still studying, that I was still showing up. I didn't skip class. I didn't overlook homework. I gave it my best. I gave it my all because I care about what happens to the man in the mirror at the end of the day. Because I said to myself, I'm not gonna be a quitter. I'm not gonna just take what life gives me. I'm not just going to, let those things, let the hard times, let the things they weigh on me. I'm not gonna be a quitter. I'm gonna be a winner. And I know those of you who are struggling with what should I care about, or you're on the fence saying I don't care no more. I know that you guys want to be winners. But you got to be willing to do that, right? So guys, I implore you today, I need you to give a little bit more care. I need you to put a little bit more care into those actions. Care about the man and the woman in the mirror. And then you will go from that quitter to winner. I'll see y'all next week.